Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Talking Network. Specifically, welcome here to my Riverdale reviews and theories here for Riverdale. It's they're about to take a nice long break all the way to January 16th. At first, when I read it, I thought it was December 16th, and that would be on Sunday, but no, January 16th. This is kind of the time of the year with fall shows, taking their a little break for the holidays. Not for actually creating episodes or stuff like that, because the whole seasons have been created for all shows. Whether shows I like or shows I don't watch, and there's all shows that are created um, for the fall season for each networks. And around this time, whether it was This Is Us a couple weeks ago for that TV show, or Last Man Standing and Riverdale this week, about to take their holiday break again, for as in a break of throwing out new episodes, not taking a break in general. In that sense, I don't know. That's just where my brain went originally, was taking a break. Where are they taking a break from? They are. I'm sure they tape, they create their whole season in the summertime, or whenever they're able to get together to do so. I'm trying to think when that's done. I know for Fuller House, it's usually a 2 or 3 month process in the summer when they tape and create their season. Then again, it's Netflix, and it can just be dropped in one dump for their seasons, because that's how Netflix works. And I actually do enjoy Netflix a lot. Um, I don't mind it in that way, but as sense for regular network shows, that, and it also makes sense for the viewers on the other side, not just for the network or the shows themselves or actors of the show. Like I said, it doesn't really affect them that much in the sense of when they debut new episodes, right? It won't hurt or benefit in the sense of if they did keep going. But for the viewers, because it is the holidays, most people are away with family, if not already, long vacations, or at home doing other things on a weeknight, even a weeknight, let alone weekends, um, through the holidays. So take a couple weeks off makes sense heading into the new year. Some shows come back the first week of January, January 3rd or whatever, that Monday, that week, or here for January 16th in regards to specifically Riverdale's next episode. Continuing of this third season has been pretty dang good. But I guess whether you guys already know this or not, I just wanted to share my take and my thoughts on how and why these breaks happen for at this time for the fall shows, let alone for winter shows and other type, or not other type of shows, but other shows in different timetables, different times of the year, different seasons, and I mean seasons of the yearly seasons of fall, winter, spring, and summer, all that other stuff. That season, not seasons of shows and those kind of seasons. But anyways, let's move on before I ramble into a circle. Let's talk about Riverdale. Riverdale's thrilling and unpredictable mid-season finale reveals the origin of Griffins and Gargoyles and Hiram's master plan. But as you guys know, I've been enjoying the wild, mystical, interesting, and offbeat direction that Riverdale's third season has been taking me on. Week in and week out, I've been fairly lost as to what the endgame could possibly be, but that doesn't stop me from theorizing and thinking what it to be. My mind's always running, and I can ramble about anything, to include Riverdale just as much as I could about NFL or WWE. But moving on, other than Hiram being involved, being part of the endgame, was really to know what the endgame would be. But this week, specifically, everything finally comes together in a surprisingly logical yet shocking fashion, and it might just be Riverdale's best twist and type of real getting a cliffhanger to making you want more heading into the start of the second half of the season in 2019. So, this job yet. So I do say Betty and Ethel make a good team. I mean, as it turns out, Betty actually had a lot more faith in Ethel than anyone else did. Ethel hasn't exactly been a fan favorite this season, has certainly drawn the ire of Bughead shippers and Betty herself. However, though, She became a hero in tonight's mid-season finale, and in its own right was awesome. Betty, who has remained clean by purging her Ethel rock doses, decided to take a chance and force Ethel to detox. Ethel soon realizes Griffin and Gargoyles was a lie, for the most part. The Sisters Gargoyle King was just a statue, though the real one is still out there, and the sisters have been using the game to keep the girls quiet, right? To use the force of fear. Biggest driving force to make anybody do your bidding. But anyways, moving on. While Ethel is initially devastated and embarrassed, Betty reassures her and gives her a new purpose. Getting answers from Sister Woodhouse and breaking out, the duo gets Woodhouse to admit that G&G originated at the sisters. It was developed by the patients, born out of their fear of the gargoyle statue, which the sisters had been using to scare them, right again, scare tactic, using fear against them. The sisters then started using G&G as a therapeutic tool to keep the patients in line, right? And retraining their minds for negative. Betty and Ethel lock Woodhouse in the King's lair and try to lead a mass breakout. Unfortunately, the other kids are all brainwashed and don't want to leave. But Betty and Ethel realize they can use that to their advantage. Ethel acts as game master and leads a quest, which ends with the Gargoyle King's death at the hands of Betty, the Griffin Queen. Now free of the king, the other girls gladly agree to leave. Unfortunately, Betty and Ethel don't think through the rest of their plan, where they all going to go now, right? But hey, it was still smart. Yet a good end run in regards to this whole Gargoyle King situation, specifically there. That statue. So, moving forward, what is Hiram's master plan? By the end of the episode, Betty and Ethel's question is answered for them. They can't go anywhere that isn't Riverdale. Griffin and Gargoyles was but phase one of Hiram's years in the making master plan. How you gain absolute power, you create a crisis and assert yourself as the only person with a solution. The G&G hysteria comes to a head after a mass seizure at Riverdale High, which affects Veronica, Tony, and other Vixens, except for Cheryl. While Veronica and Cheryl try to out Hiram and Penelope as the con artists they are, it's ultimately to no avail. With Archie and Jughead out of the way, much of the town too strung out to be paying attention, and everyone else confused and concerned, Hiram makes his move. With the governor's okay and Hermione's order, Riverdale is quarantined with barricades and armed guards. No one gets out, no one goes in. That includes Jughead and FP, who ride back to Riverdale after briefly reuniting Willoughby. So what's phase two of the plan that Hiram has? And that'd be the question. But basically what Hiram they announced at the end of season 2, Riverdale would be a young den for him and Claudius. Except they're now working new gang, the Gargoyles, instead of the Ghoulies. And Penelope will operate a brothel. With Riverdale literally cut off from the rest of the world, who's going to stop them? And that being the main focus, the main question, moving into the second half of season 3 that I have. Like, how is that going to be resolved through the rest of the season? The season finale. But the mid-season finale here, December, at least sets that up, being one of the big questions, along with some others. And that's the best thing a TV show can do. Have those cliffhangers, have those questions. Whether it's a TV show like this or a fun comical TV show like I enjoy called Single Parents. That's a new show. The Rookie, a little bit closer to Riverdale than Single Parents is in regards to action and drama. But still, even Single Parents. It might be the fun, lighthearted comedy family show that I enjoy just as much as I enjoy Riverdale. But they have their own questions and situations going on there from their mid-season finale heading into the second half of their season 1. Their premiere season starting off there moving forward. But just wanted to, I guess, share that in general. So yeah, so what's next? Kind of are moving in together. The moment in itself is very cute and nice to see. I mean, I don't have a problem seeing lesbian scenes in general, and I don't just mean erotic ones. I mean just simple ones. Anyways, Archie Burnett is currently wandering in the Canadian wilderness, but he is. Right? So in my books, he's kind of better off than his friends and family back in Riverdale, though he still has a bounty on his head. However, based on the promo for the next episode, that is the first episode of the next half of the season, of course, in January 16th, that he'll be making his way back to Riverdale to confront or even kill Hiram. So, so much for good decision making, but if I was in this situation, I'd probably make the same plan. Jug and FP don't have a way to get into Riverdale as of yet. However, based on the promo, it seems like Buckhead will be reuniting next episode. What I'm hoping for is for a Jones family reunion in the near future. Gladys and FP, as well as JB and FP as well, need to talk through their issues. Jughead also seems to forgive Gladys a bit too easily in this episode. I mean, yes, she killed Penny for hurting him, but that doesn't just erase the past. Jug deserves an explanation as to why she left him behind all those years ago. He has much right to be mad at her as JB does to be mad at FP. Reggie, aka Veronica and Reggie, have been spending a lot of time together, and it seems that they'll be moving out of the friend zone soon. It would have been nice to see Veronica living the single life for a while. Certainly, she's had an on again, off again thing with Archie since Riverdale's pilot. However, though Reggie has been there for Veronica a lot of decisions, so maybe they'll be a good match for now. Again, it's just an ends to a mean. Or means to an end, sorry, I missed that saying. Messed it up there. A means to an end. To leave for a little bit, then she'll come back to Archie or somebody else. Because I don't know 100% if Bughead is endgame. That's not the ship I ship. So in that, Archie and Betty should be the ones in the end. But we still have seasons to go, right? Because I think this show will go many seasons, if not 6 seasons at the most. So you can't get to that right away yet. You gotta still build intrigue and build it up to that point. Obviously, that's how a show would work. Unless you have them dating and then off again, on again, like you did with Friends, that greatest TV show ever, with Ross and Rachel. You had that flirtation in season 1, and down to season 2 and 3, and you finally had them together. Actually date for a couple of episodes, which was awesome. One of the best string of episodes. Maybe not of the series, but at least at that time. Well, at that point. Sorry about that. Anyways, and then you had them break up, right? Because Ross left the other woman when they were on a break, and they were broken up for many years, technically. But how they were able to work that moving forward for the fans, that especially like me that were really into them, in time, having different stories, having other characters being main points, and then you put them back together, or first, and then they have a kid because they have one like playing, this and that, or first, yeah, they were gonna come back together. They didn't. Point is, that's how their story is here in Riverdale, here in 2018. Still got some seeds of plant in regards to any of the ships, if any of them are going, or whatever ones are going to be endgame. But either way, it's interesting. And just some randomness statements and questions here that I could leave. You guys can, guys and gals, can type in the comment section below your thoughts on these little randomness things that I took from the episode. It turns out Veronica and everyone else realized Betty was missing, but they thought she'd gone to the farm with Alice. Archie's brief reunion with Fred was both heartwarming and heart-wrenching. So has been so Ezra and Hermione going along with Hiram's plan in an attempt to protect Veronica. What's her place in all of this, in all this plan, in regards to Hiram? Only Riverdale would come up with maple syrup boarding, like waterboarding. JB's slingshot skills are pretty epic. Yeah, that's true. And here's the final question here, a double question to be quite honest. So Kevin and Moose are just spending all their time getting high on Fizzle Rocks now, right? Okay. So can Betty get them detox as well? Please? Please, that'd be nice. Like I say, please, that'd be nice. But yeah, just a little rhinos there. Adding in there in the end. But overall, a good mid-season finale, obviously. And for subscribers to the channel that are specifically here for Riverdale, I'll be away for a couple weeks in regards to Riverdale. But of course, I'm still here every single day, working and grinding, doing videos. Next week, actually, starting next week for a couple weeks, it will get to a point, I think already next week. Sorry about that, I was just reading my phone. Next week, I think already we'll get to a point where I'll just have 2 videos for the whole week, or at least a couple weeks. Again, because most of the shows that I review are fall shows. Another show that I review that has not actually yet premiered, because I guess they moved it from fall to a winter show or whatever, or to whatever, is Life in Pieces on CBS. Life in Pieces. That show has not been canceled. It is continuing. I have spoken with some of the cast members on Twitter. They're nice people, interacting with some of them about differing things. But when that show does return, maybe it will be returning here during the little break. Probably not. Maybe it'll be starting when all my other shows that I review on a weekly basis, let alone watch in general, return, because I like single parents. I like Modern Family, Splitting Up Together, American Housewives, The Goldbergs, Blackish, Big Bang Theory, of course. Obviously, I've loved since start. That's my whole family loves that show. The Big Bang Theory. God Friended Me. The Neighborhood, Happy Together. Maybe I'm even missing some. And then there's some Netflix shows that I like. That did run that just returned. The Ranch. Fuller House will be coming back soon. They had some good Christmas movies. A Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding, Princess Switch. But anyways, just sharing that to share. Whether that's your cup of tea or not, I just wanted to share that to you in case you were going to ask on your Snapchat or ask on Facebook for people to suggest Christmas or just Netflix shows or movies to watch during the holidays, or just any point in your life if you want to. But yeah. But no, that should be the end of my Riverdale. As with regard to theories, not much to say there. Hiram is the one, so it's certainly going to be interesting to see how everything goes moving forward in the back half of this season, this third season. So yeah, I look forward to talking to you all. Again, you can follow me on Twitter at army_strong_06. Or going to find me on Instagram and Snapchat at cbk_06. Welcome to reach out to me there on either of those platforms. I look forward to hearing feedback of what you guys think of my videos. If you have any suggestions of videos I should do. I know I have my Royal Rumble for my WE podcast, where one of the prizes, part of that, is you get to suggest a video for a whole year. And unless it's something, totally wrong sort of thing, I probably will say yes to it and do a video on the topic, or if you want me to sing a song, or if you want me to do this or do that, I'll do it. Don't be afraid to ask. But look forward to hearing some people's opinions, whether actually here on Twitter or me actually here on YouTube or other social media platforms. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays to you all. And my next video will be my NFL podcast. I was a little late on that, so I did miss doing it before the Thursday game. So I'll be giving my predictions for that, talking about all 32 teams, and heading into the best time of the year, let alone in general, the best time of the year in the NFL with playoff seedings and who can make it and what things have to happen for these teams to make the playoffs and everybody's situations, let alone teams already making the playoffs, have still things to play for here in the last couple of weeks of the NFL season. So I got that. And then Sunday night after the WWE pay-per-view ends, probably around 10 o'clock, if not earlier, I will be doing my quick review of WWE TLC. So subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I go live with a video, because you're welcome to join in the chat. You're welcome to speak your mind or even just say hi or let you know what you think, how I look. I don't know. I think I look better when I get a haircut and shave this off because, I look as young as I feel. That's all that matters, right? But anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your evening, and above all else, as always, take care.